If you are anything like me and are just thinking, you know what, having a migraine is totally lame, then you're at home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Yesterday, just straight up crappy morning. Just woke up, just head throbbing, and it's just the way it goes. It was the ABCs of me. After two brain surgeries, I suffer from migraine. So sometimes they'll hit me late in the day, sometimes they'll hit me in the morning, and I just didn't have it. So appreciate the well wishes. I appreciate you guys understanding and allowing me the day off. So later in the day, I was all good. Later in the day, felt good, felt normal. Really, I deal with just head pain, and that's just the way it goes. So it felt normal. I always had the normal. From Nogales, Scott coming in from Nogales. So thanks for hanging out in Nogales. All right. I wouldn't know. Just howdy from Nogales. What you doing down in Nogales? Um, Wanted to get ready as I was the night before and over the weekend, trying to get ready for the hunt coming up at the end of the month. Excuse me. And trucking sucks. Okay, well, trucking. Well, I gotta tell you this: trucking is necessary. It's like it's like pimping. Pimping ain't easy, but it's necessary. Ah, but trucking ain't easy, but it's necessary, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you doing the trucking, my man. But getting ready. I had the first aid kit all together, but what I saw was that my little survival bag. It's kind of like a bug out bag. I don't know if y'all know what a bug out bag is, but if everything just goes just sideways, you just got to get the hell out of town, whatever it is, a bug out bag. You have a bunch of survival equipment, and 20 years. Oh man. All right. Well, it was fun for a time, right? I think you do anything for 20 years, you're like, okay, I'm about done with that. I mean, that's what Robbie. I think Robbie hit the same wall. Robbie hit the same wall at 20 years. He was like, oh man, tell me, Grizzly's doc getting his hip restitched. What? He wants a note for your your absence yesterday. I will have Queen Bee get right on that, and as she was the one that nursed me back to health. So yeah, I'll get her on that, and getting his hip stitched. Oh man, that's not fun. That can't be fun. Okay, all right, Grizz, we got you, buddy. Well, again, putting that Riz and Grizz. But anyway, the bug out bag is just stuff that you have, a bunch of stuff you have in a bag that your survival equipment, your survival gear bag is really what it is. And if everything just goes left, everything just goes sideways, it's terrible and it's awful. You need this bag. So we have the basic stuff in a survival bag, right? And it doesn't matter when you're in the high mountains, if you're in the desert, wherever it is. There's basic stuff. You need something to create a fire with. You need shelter, basically a space blanket. That's what it is, a space blanket, or and you need something to filter water. That's it, and you're good for a bit. You're good for a little while. You're good for at least a week with just that in a survival situation. So the space blanket, those are the basic things. So let me talk about fire real quick before I go into. If you might have seen in the description, yes, tampons and condoms will make an appearance. I know this is a kid's show, but it's all good. And emergency whiskey. Thank you, Brendan. Very good call. Those little tester bottles. Remember, pounds equal pain. So or just a whole bottle and just drink most of it, and then just a little left, and it's not very heavy. I don't recommend that at all, but what, it's America. You do what you want. Fire starting. Okay. I got in a pretty heated battle with a guy, a survivalist here in town. I don't want to say his name because I just couldn't stand the dude. Definitely not Tim Ralston. Tim Ralston's my man. It's my boy. But there was another guy that's basically kind of encroaching on Tim's market years ago, and he was just all about bow drills, man. It was bow drills, bow drills, bow drills, bow drills. You do not have to learn how to start a fire with a bow drill. You do not have to. If you want to, it's a cool skill to have. Rarely needed. You can get like a bag of Bic lighters for $5. Fantastic way to start a fire. Those barbecue lighters weigh absolutely nothing. Have a couple of those in your bag. Yeah, that obviously they take up a little more room than a Bic lighter, but I mean, you don't have to overthink this. If you want to go super light and you don't want you think that a Bic lighter is going to let you down, Best thing is just a little bit of steel wool and a 9-volt battery. Something in your pack has to have a 9-volt or use a 9-volt battery, so it's dual purpose. Just put a 9-volt battery to some steel wool, fire. Just like that. Yeah, Bojo's a quick way to hurt your hands. It's a quick way to, it's just all kind of, especially when you do the string and the flippy thing and the this and the thing. I don't know. Let's go. Yeah, no. Nope. Anyway, so don't overthink the fire part of it. And that's actually one of the reasons why I brought tampons up in this, because A, they weigh nothing. B, if you are a lady or traveling with a lady, that might come in handy if I need be, right? Several of those. Those are fantastic fire kindling. Fantastic. Those things will take a spark like that. And it's just boom, flame. Here we go. And so it's really, really good. And it can, as we know, stop bleeding. For nosebleeds, wounds, things like that. They're great at stopping bleeding. They're fantastic. Obviously, that is their job. Yep. Brake fluid plus pool shock equals fire. Okay, because Brennan, you're going to put that in your bag. We're talking about equipment that you should have with you. You're not going to carry brake fluid and pool shock. And if you wanted to just tie into your brake lines, good luck getting home when you get back to your truck, right? Oh yeah, by the way, that you guys might. You guys are taking. You're driving. Yeah. There's no brakes. There's gonna be no brakes by the time you get probably into that road over there. Yeah. But give me, it's good. I mean, okay, Ron. I mean, whether you need them or don't, but that's the thing, though. It's the cool thing is they're great survival tools. And again, pounds equal pain. They weigh nothing, 0. So having a few of those in the bag is always good. And in a survival situation, Ron, also, you probably aren't the only one that's going to need to survive. You might be in a group setting. You might have people, so it's good to have for others too. Then what am I supposed to drink when the whiskey runs out, buddy? If you want to go for the brake fluid, go for the brake fluid. But when the whiskey runs out, that's time to just call it a day or just get sober. One of the two. Like, I'm out of whiskey. I'm not going to try to survive anymore. I'm just done. What is life without whiskey? What's your favorite whiskey, by the way? I would love to know that. This is I don't know. Is this whiskey, bourbon? I have trouble deciphering between the two. My fault. I know you. I drink both of them. I just don't really know which. Am I drinking whiskey? Am I drinking bourbon? What am I doing here? Jefferson's Ocean. I don't know if that's a whiskey or a bourbon, but let me tell you something. It's finished in wood barrels on a ship, like old school. So basically, it's just this. It's just rocked all day. And it just sucks up that salt. So it's like salted caramel. It's fantastic. But why is the rum always gone? Funny thing, because I think that is the funniest line from the I'm sorry, Jimmy, I'll put you on here, bud. Hang tight. From that whole series of Pirates of the Caribbean. Because he's why is the rum always gone? And he stands up and he holds himself. He's like, oh, that's why. I laughed out loud in the movie theater. I thought that was the funniest line from the whole movie. Hilarious, which is funny. It's a funny movie, but that was hilarious. And then I was talking to Rob about it years later, and he goes, God, that's the only time I've ever laughed out loud in a movie theater. Yeah, I just think it's funny. Anyway, Jefferson Ocean. By the way, Queen Bee got us a nice bottle of tequila for our hunt. Tequila, Jim. There you go. So how about that? Yeah, we doing all right. So we're already off to a good start. Anyway, going back to the survival stuff. Yes, tampons. Tampons are absolutely 100% fantastic. Good thing to have in your survival bag. There we go. Okay, I can stop talking about tampons now. Show about the outdoors. We don't really talk about tampons. We're just gonna go, aren't we? We're just gonna go. We'll talk about Survivor tomorrow. Let's talk about elk camp and deer camp drinks. Let's go. You guys in? Let's run. Tequila Jim, I know you can participate in this part of the conversation because this is what we're going to do. It's y'all's show, so let's make this happen. Rhonda, what you got here? Okay. A few faves: Maker's Mark Bourbon, Crown Royal Whiskey, Buffalo Trace Bourbon, and if Tequila Jim's still around, help me out with that. I thought I did, and I guess I'm wrong. I thought Buffalo Trace was like the high end of the high end. Where am I missing that? Where am I missing? All right, see here. What do we got here, Brennan? Scotch, Springbank, Bourbon, Parker's Reserve, and Rye. Is it Michters or Michters? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Fine. No, Jim. So anyway, I think anyway, the Jefferson Ocean. Don't get the special edition or the reserve or anything like that. Totally not worth the money, and it doesn't really taste as good as just the basic Jefferson Ocean. Give it a shot. It tastes like salted caramel. Fantastic. It might make an appearance at Elk Camp. I don't know. Buffalo Trace is affordable, high-end bourbon. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Buffalo Trace is an outstanding distillery. Brendan started yelling. I'm learning all like the text rules. The kids these days. Oh, and this is exactly from the government here to help. Scariest words in the English language right there. And you're going to jump in on some of the tequila here, bud? You're going to throw some on there? Because I'm telling you, the Siete Leguas, you turned me on to, and it's absolutely fantastic. Was Siete Leguas, was that Pancho Villa's horse or something like that? Yeah, I'm trying to figure all this out. But I got to tell you, and Chase is probably not thrilled with me for saying this, but I do think good drinks are a part of deer camp and elk camp, just any kind of hunting camp, any kind of camping in general. I think it's a fantastic part of it, but here's what I would suggest: stopping to get the 30 rack of Busch Light or Montucky Cold Snacks. I think that's right. And is going to do it. I just don't. I don't suggest that in any way. Patron Silver. Okay. I would try the Siete Leguas. I would try if Rhonda. I'd try the Siete Leguas if you're around or so inclined. Is it 1792? Is Cuervo making like a 1792? That's a good one too. I think that's the one that Queen Bee got us for our little trip. Anyway, but I think it's more important in this to me at least, and I hope it'd be to you too as well. Is not just grab the got a whole mess of 60 cans of Coors Light just going in there. Got the mountains of blue. Let's go. You're just drinking a drink at that point. You're just drinking to just stay lit up. And I just, oh man, Don Julio, thank you. That's when it was. Don Julio, 1972. That's what we're talking about. Gee, good job. Thanks, Brendan. Because apparently Tequila Jim is abandoned us because he's with the government. He's here to help. So that means no help at all. Zero. But I want the quality over the quantity, because quantity gets you into a crappy hunting situation. You should be just a nice little vibe by the fire. That's the things. I have something. Oh, he's got something new for us. Why are you being so like, God, you're seriously commenting like Intern Beans? Text. Intern Beans will text and listen. Dad sends that one. I have sends that one. A question. Oh, just Dad, I have a question. Or just ask the question. How about that? Yeah. You got something new for us. Okay. Well, if you have Lost Highway, and okay, by the way, beer drinkers, if you can get to a Total Wine like Stat, and if you see Mother Road Lost Highway, I highly recommend you just pick it up and give one a try. Or pick up several, give one a try, and if you don't like it, I get the rest. It was probably one of my favorite beers. They make it very occasionally, and it is a black IPA. You got to separate those two, because you can't say, you sound like you're saying black guy PA at that point. Black IPA. It is fantastic. And Jim said he had his hands on some. So I've been checking my Total Wine like daily. So the good stuff there. I found more at the Total Wine in who? Oh, Queen Creek. There you go, buddy. All right, yeah, in Queen Creek. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So yeah, we bring some then. And then I'll keep looking. I think I got a couple around. I think I got to go out to the east side actually this weekend. But anyway, you might as well make it good. And the quality or quantity is good. And then if your friends start acting like just a bunch of jerks, you got a good drink to just relax with and hang out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bro-in-law, 4 mental disorders. Oh man. What do you say? All right, Lynn. Yeah, that's okay. Just says bro-in-law has. Oh man, it was really sad. I'm sorry about that, Lynn. Sorry to hear about that. Anyway, but the for me, it's and trying things new as well. Trying new things. Trying, like, if you haven't tried bourbon before, try bourbon. If you haven't tried, Skull before, try. No, no. Well, that's where I tried Skull for the first time. If you haven't tried any types of whiskey, bourbons, hell, wine, don't even care. Wine. I think we had wine. I think one of our elk camps we had wine. We're frozen, just huddled up in this little tent, and we had a table with nice table settings, of course, nice table settings, and then I think we're drinking wine as well. Yeah, so you do wine. Just try new stuff. Just try new stuff. And again, instead of getting the 30 rack of Bush Light, it's good to get maybe 3-4 packs of something really cool and just play around. Play around, try something. It makes the experience a lot more memorable, and it fits into our topic that we were covering on survival. So I'm going to get back to it. The survival, we just covered tampons. How about condoms? Yeah. No, you're not looking to get lucky out there. I guess it may be in a survival situation. You got to stay warm somehow. But the condoms are fantastic. This is a fantastic idea. Again, pounds equal pain. They weigh nothing. Condoms make great water storage, and if it grosses you out to drink from a condom, 11 years this program's been going on. Never did I ever think I would say drink from a condom. If that grosses you out, trash bags work just as well, but for water storage. But I mean, in a pinch, it is. Also, in a pinch, condoms are fantastic, and I mean fantastic tourniquets. And again, please watch a video on properly applying a tourniquet before you attempt to even go out and say, "Okay, I'm safe." Look, please. Kind of the same thing with tourniquets, and the survival bracelets. Remember the paracord bracelets? Everybody wear it, and no one would even know if they were in a survival situation. They'd just look at their bracelet and go, "I don't help me survive." Oh, bracelet gods, help me. Paracord. Bear Grylls did use this. I have paracord. I should survive. No, you don't even know how to use it. Don't even know what it's used for. So, and yes, for the love of grief, Lynn. Yes, sir. Unused condoms, please. Yeah. Jeez, man. Oh, yeah, sangria. Okay, Lynn's coming with the sangria. It's very bougie. I like that. He said he's a wino. That's fantastic. Um, but the condoms can also be used as slingshots as well. So there's a lot of cool uses for those. And I did mention trash bags. Trash bags are fantastic to have. Again, pounds equal pain. These weigh nothing, but can save your ass. Obviously, they make fantastic ponchos. I have a first blood knife. That's all I need. Are you talking about the Rambo knife with this little screw top and the is hollowed out? There's no tang really. It's just, yeah, and has like fishing line in there. The little survival knife. Is that what you're talking about? Because I had one when I was 10, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I was just rolling around the neighborhood like, okay, put me in a survival situation. What do I get to use today? Oh, hell yeah. Anyway, trash bags. Trash bags obviously are ponchos. They're the same damn thing. Rain poncho is going to help keep you dry. Help keep your gear dry as well. You can wrap your entire backpack in a trash bag, or you can just wrap your socks. I'm telling y'all, I have a phobia of this, and my grandfather, after, like you said, watching his buddies have their feet amputated in the field, he's dry sock loco. So obviously, good for keeping things dry. It can make a temporary lean-to as well. So shelter is always. I mean, it's a garbage bag. It's not going to be the most comfortable thing in the world, but you can, make it, tear it up a little bit and spread it out and make it a lean-to. And if you do have shelter, where you're in a situation where you do need shelter, that waterproofs or water resistances your shelter. There you go. See, you have a trash bag, and you see, like, oh, I got this little survival thing. It's got fish hooks. It's got fish line in it. It's got some a little bit of first aid stuff in there. But then you have these three other items that you can have in the three items that you can have in any kind of survival situation, and you're like, this is really good. Magnifying glass is another one as well that is understated, and I think the first blood knife did actually have a little magnifying glass in there as well. Good for fire starting. Good mirrors. Mirrors are always good for signaling, and that's always good too. Can help pack out all of the trash. Oh, don't even get me started, buddy. Yeah. Mm. It I remember I think it was in elk camp that Tequila Jim and I were at, and we had a scouting package, and they said this is the spot you want to camp. And they said, but just be careful. We were there. This was just after COVID. We all just went back to society, got back to getting back to business. And we get to the camp, and he said, it's just trash. He said, people just, I don't know why they did this, but they left camping gear. They left chairs. They left just garbage like crazy. And I mean, full bags of garbage. Like there was a garbage man that was going to come along and just pick it up. Just full bag of garbage right here. It's unbelievable how bad it is out there. I hope it's not the same way. If it's it's snowed over. Mm-hmm. Miss my funny comments on Facebook and one-on-one. What? You've missed my. What you Rhonda? What have I done? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't understand why they're not standing up here. Why they're not coming up here? Yeah, you need to get a gukra knife. Rainbow knives are okay. You can say crap. It's okay, Jim. It's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. But yeah, so yeah, I'm sorry I'm missing funny comments. Ay. Why do I keep missing funny comments? I think we have the comments here. Ma's with us on Instagram right now. What's up, Mom? How you doing, Mom? Yeah, so it's good to have Mom on board. I'm all over the place trying to find comments right now. All over the place trying to find comments. Every burn ants with a magnifying glass during the summertime. What do you mean ever? Literally, I don't think there's anyone here who has not done that. But then you get really advanced and you start burning like beehives and stuff like that. You start to get really, really stupid like we were as kids. Oh, hell yeah. I burned everything. I set everything on fire. I set everything on fire with a magnifying glass. Sticks, leaves. Then I learned how to get cool with the, instead, all the kids that were doing, putting their initials in a tree. I learned how to burn my initials into a tree. Thought that was fantastic. You like SOG knives. Okay, let's talk about knives. See, here we go, guys. This is just as easy as it gets. I love it how we just go with this. SOG knives are fantastic. Have you seen this? And it was Facebook stalking me for a hot minute. So I just went and bought one, and it is quite literally a game changer. And I'm trying to think, it's the tumbler sharpener. Have you seen this? Where that you put the knife against a block that's magnetized and it keeps it at the perfect angle that you need it at. And then you got that diamond roller that you just kind of just go back and forth for a few minutes. Whoa. I mean, whoa. That I have the sharpest damn knives that you could possibly have. And we know that. And Lynn, I told you we talk about knives a while ago, especially if there is some sort of something that isn't standard, like you're using one hand. The sharper the knife, the better. End of story, period. The sharper the knife, the better. A sharp knife is a safe knife. That's it. Again, the sharper the knife, the safer it is. SOG knives do a really good job. Yeah. So those don't sleep on those kids selling the knives. Those Cutco knives. They have 3 or 4-ish different types of hunting knives that are fantastic. They work great. They really do. I had one for a minute. I think I probably field dressed dozen deer with that thing. Didn't sharpen it. Thing was just on and on and on. Okay, we talked about camping, etc., drinking. Our first camping trip when we were first married, 17 years ago, we drank mojitos in the Coconino. That is how, I mean, that's almost a romance novel right there. Let me tell you that. First camping trip, mojitos in the Coconos, in the Coconinos. There we go. That's way. It's not like coconut. Oh, let's see here. We talked about Skull. I said the first time I dipped a Kodiak. Oh, hell yeah. In the 80s to cover the smell of whiskey before going home. That is fantastic. Mom and Dad will never know I was drinking whiskey because what, Mom? You don't smell my breath now? Oh, that is too funny. Oh, that's great. Try to burn ants, never succeeded. Resorted to got in trouble. Yeah, well, if you do direct flame on the animals, that's people don't like that. People tend to get away from that. To stay away from that. Yeah, burning the animals directly. Holy cow. But I have I probably have, I don't even know the brands. I probably have 3 or 4 side of that Cutco one, 3 or 4 knives in my bags. I think getting through one of Tequila Jim's elk, that one's dead. We are sawing through that thing. Or was it that javelina that doesn't exist? Best dip ever is from Joe Dirt when he kisses a girl and says, "Keep the skull." Oh, that's fantastic right there. Yeah, there's also some good if you're looking to get off of the dip. There's also a couple of good options, really good options out there that are they're just yeah. So it's all good. But I usually dip when I hunt. But if I'm going to be, if I'm walking next to, there we go, to Tequila Jim, whee, I like to stay away from that stuff because he was like, dude, it took me a long time to get off that. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sit here and go right in front of you. There's no way I'm going to do that. So, but yeah, I usually do that. I never really was hooked on it. I just do it when I hunt and when I fish. But I love it. I love the pouches. I'm a pouch guy. Yeah, I like the skull pouches. I really do. They had the original skull pouches taste like raisins. It was fabulous. And then they have like mint and wintergreen and they had apple. Oh, I might go grab a tin for the trip. I don't know. We're gonna see if we can work that out. Holy mackerel! Did we go all over the place? Okay, so condoms, trash bags, and tampons, and our new survival bag keepers. Didn't think you'd say you never thought you would hear me say drinking out of a condom, but I did. Drinking out of a condom. It is something we're gonna do. Apparently, if we need to be in that survival situation, but always plan ahead. Always let people know where you're at, and don't get in situations where you need to survive. But if you get caught in it, you get caught in it. All right, let me see here. Many mornings in college, waking up and hungover, thinking this 10-day dip will be a good idea. I actually just got a little queasy just thinking about that. I can actually feel that one. I can feel that one. Oh, no, it doesn't. Hair of the dog only. Dip is not hair of the dog. In any way is that hair of the dog. Sorry, when I'll Trump. In any way, when I'll Trump you there. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow, holy crap. Guess what? It's FAFO Friday. We're going to have a good time. We're going to watch a bunch of videos. We're going to laugh at some people and just do what we do. All right. We're going to wrap up the weekend wrap up the week in style and with some laughs. All right. We'll see you tomorrow for FAFO Friday right here on the Go Show. Celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, world that we live.